Where are we going today?
Oh, hello, are we on?
Yes, we're on.
We're going to Gasparilla Island. Now, if I won the lottery, this
You'd
is
buy
where
a house there.
I'd buy a house here.
Yeah.
Because they're on the beach and they've got swimming pools as well. And not very many properties that are on the beach have swimming pools. So, yeah, if I win the big lottery, that's where I'm buying today.
And the chance of us winning the big lottery is 0, because we scarcely ever do it.
Yeah, well, I do it. If it's a rollover, I do.
When everybody else does it.
Oh, I can't see you.
All right, well, we're taking you guys along with us. Have fun.
Good morning. I would like one on the other side, but they are amazing. Oh, they've had the roofs off here, look. Be interested to see what damage they've had done from Hurricane Ian. Yeah, look.
Yeah, massive damage there.
The metal roofs seem to last better, don't they? It's because they're right out here, aren't they, to get it all. Oh, look at them, Steve. The roofs are all off here. Trees are amazing. Spanish roof.
300 yards. Your destination will be on the right.
Is that the car park? It's a car park, isn't
Yes. So there was loads of space in the car park, and you paid for your time there through an honesty box system, depositing your money in an envelope and then depositing the envelope into a post box. And we couldn't have come on a better day. It was blisteringly hot. However, the sea was really inviting, lovely colours, and the sand was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And in all the times that we've been coming to Gasparilla Island, we've never found it particularly heaving. We've always found that we could get space in the car park, and then, like today, the beach is absolutely deserted.
Beautiful. Yeah. See, these are the houses I'd like because they have swimming pools and they're on the beach.
Absolutely gorgeous here. And it's so hot.
Yeah, very hot. Won't be able to stay down here for long. I'm not one for sitting on the beach. Actually, I like walking along with the water, but not for sitting on the beach. There's some nice shells. Look out for some nice ones, I think. Ooh, yeah, it's deep sand here, people. Walk down to the water's edge. God, I feel like I'm in the Sahara. she can make it. God, it's so hot. It's got to be in the 90s. And it's only early in the morning. I'm going to make it. Got sand in my shoes now. Hate sand. Anybody who knows me will know. Oh, something. I'm going to make it to the water. Steve's doing an arty shot of his feet in the water, I think. I've just been in, the water's lovely, it's not even cold. It's sort of lukewarm. Because it would be the Atlantic, is it the Atlantic, yes? Usually cold, but not today. Lady there collecting shells. But not film her too much. Oh, it's beautiful here. Yes, I'd have a house here. If you won 140 million on the lottery, so you wouldn't care if there was a hurricane, you could just rebuild. Lovely.
So I decided to go off and explore the sand dunes, and Joanne decided that she would try out the water and have a bit of a paddle. It was easy to see why this area was popular for people looking for shells. There were a vast variety of different shells of different sizes and different colours as you walked along the beach. Dunes are created by inland blown sand. They create a barrier and protect the land, but also provide a unique ecosystem for plants and fauna. In this part of Florida, a lot is done to preserve and conserve them so that that ecosystem maintains. On this part of the beach, one of the main infrastructures is the historic Gasparilla Island Lighthouse. This lighthouse is beside the road, and there are a number of walks around the lighthouse and access points through the dunes onto the beach. When Hurricane Ian hit Gasparilla Island, it actually did some damage to the east side supports. Fortunately, the supports on the west side held up, but the east side ones were buckled. There's now a funding campaign going on in order to make the essential repairs. So whilst the tower has the date of 1927 on it, the original tower was built in 1881 and was situated in Delaware. It was then moved in 1927 to a new site on Gasparilla Island, and some changes were made, i.e. it was painted white, the Fresnel lens was installed, and it finally came operational in 1932. And beside the lighthouse is this plaque that details all of the patrons and donors to the lighthouse. 2017, at a cost of $1.3 million, substantial restoration work took place on the lighthouse to get it into the glorious state that you will find it today. It might have a door, the actual lighthouse itself is not manned. Instead, it acts as a satellite to the Bocca Grande lighthouse, which is further up the coast. And across the road from the lighthouse are a number of residential properties, and I really enjoyed looking at the frontage of these. Absolutely delightful, unlike anything we get really in the UK. These ones don't back down to the beach, but they're still beautiful. If I could do those tended dulcet tones, who wouldn't want to live in a house like this? And this is one of the variety of paths that lead from the Gasparilla Island Lighthouse to make your way onto the beach. So this house was probably the worst hit house, and I assume that this was from Hurricane Ian, as it seemed to have lost its top floor. So Gasparilla Island is in fact a state wildlife park in many places. One of the things that we've found across Florida is that the state wildlife parks go to good lengths to try to protect their sea turtles and their nests, clearly marking them out, which both protects but also informs. The few people around tended to focus on shelling. So whilst it was hot, I had a hat on, so I decided that I would walk further down the beach and look at what was going on. Gasparilla Island is a barrier island and it straddles across the counties of Lee and Charlotte. My walk down the beach was delightful. There's always something to do, something to look at and something to marvel at whether it's looking at the nature side of things or whether it's taking in some of the houses and just enjoying what you see. Cars don't seem to be in substantial use along the island. If you're a local, we guess that you use the buggies, as we see them around quite a lot of the time. So we then decided to move further up the road, a couple of miles up. There's Bocca Grande, and that also has a lighthouse and a beach, which was very interesting. And this lovely looking building seemed to be the public convenience. And here's the Bocca Grande Lighthouse, which is manned and provides support to the satellite station that we saw earlier. And this former Baptist chapel was built in 1959. The late 70s and 80s saw significant change to Gasparilla Island due to floods and the local industry drying up. A number of the population left the island and moved inland. The impact of this was to cause the building to be somewhat neglected. Then in 1998, funds were made available to restore the building to its former glory. This area seemed a little busier than the area that we've been previously in. There were people fishing from the beach. There seemed to be a lot of marine activity going on, with people riding jet skis, powerboats, and also some yachts in the far distance.
That is. I think it's a lizard, but it's a bigger one than normal.
We then decided to depart and take in the local houses as we travelled back to Rotunda.
In the area, turn left.
Right, where am I turning left, Stevie? It's one way, so I've got to go right. Have I?
Yes.
I can't.
We both enjoy Gasparilla, dreaming about what a house would look like if we ever won the lottery, and also just marvelling at the beach, its beauty and the natural habitats. There's always something to do and see, and we just love it.